Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff running right. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That game makes it second and medium. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Moffitt. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Utah. No chance to catch him. Comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Handoff to the right side. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
The Dogs pick up enough to get a first down there. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the run, it's Moffitt. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
6th play of the drive coming up.
Here we go.
And they hand it off to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. The ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him about the 14.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. Linebacker shifting around now. He'll hand it off. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Graves. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Utah offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
With the catch, it's Moffitt. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utah. Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Utah offense takes the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second day, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Utes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Utes. They will claim the second half lead. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the... The ball scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Graves.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Looking to scramble now. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback, because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Back in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. And the Utah offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Now it's second down here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Send the back in motion. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Play action here on first down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Using his legs, it's Moffitt. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. And the Utes come to the line in a hurry up. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he fires the football to the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
So second down after the incompletion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That pass is caught. Important 2nd down play coming up. The snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back now goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They make the tackle quickly, but the offense set up with a 1st and goal to 7. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Utes offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll test the right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. The Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Second and goal play for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Now the important point after attempt. And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Now the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down after that previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set, second down play here. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass here on second down. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Braves. Game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. And the Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first two opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the Agents. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long.